Hello, 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 sellers. I'm Kathy, and I love to be selling on eBay. Come on in. Come on in, sellers. Let me know that you can hear me. I don't know about you. It is freezing in New York. I'm in a nice, warm home office. Thank you, eBay. I work from home. I did go out today. I actually had quite a few errands to run. I'll tell you about some of them. But come on in. Let me know how cold it is where you are. In Florida, people, you are welcome to gloat. But come on in, come on in. Great topic. I saw this posted on social media, and a bunch of people chimed in on it. So, of course, I want to chime in on it. So, come on in. And this is what I saw posted. I saw this posted in a seller group for eBay sellers. And the seller posted, I have not had a sale in 5 days. I have not had a sale in 5 days. And then some other people chimed in along similar lines. And I thought to myself, what? You haven't had a sale in 5 days? And I'm glad you're in here posting about it. But what I wanted to say was, so what are you doing about it? Because what was happening was this seller is blaming eBay. And we can get into that a bit. But this is me talking to you. If you, and we'll talk about extenuating circumstances. If you have no sales for 5 days, my first thing to you is, well, what are you doing about it? Okay, I can point fingers at eBay. I can talk about eBay, but let's talk about you, because everybody who follows me and knows me knows I am very proactive. And what this is because eBay will come out with things. And sometimes you're like, ouch. But then my response is, what can I do about it? Okay. So why are sellers saying this right now? Why do people post saying, I have no sales? And then they say nothing about the action that they're taking. So that's my response to you. Now, again, we all go through periods. Thankfully, like the longest I've gone recently without a sale is like half a day. But even for that, I'll go, what? Like I haven't had a sale for like 6 to 8 hours. So let's talk about that. Let's go back to the seller with no sales for 5 days. And I'm going to say that again. No sales on eBay for 5 days. I don't know this seller. Okay. So I don't know what they sell. I don't know how experienced they are. So that is my first question is, how many listings do you have up? And I am not from the school of that you can't rely or can't expect regular sales until you have 100 listings or 150 listings or 200 listings. I don't find that's true, because it depends on the quality of the listing. It depends on what you're selling. Okay. I know people that have thousands of listings up because they will come to me and they're having problems getting sales. So it's not always a numbers game. But if you have no sales for several days, number one question, how many listings do you have up? I've got a seller that I work with, new to eBay selling, and they had 3 listings up. This was in right around Christmas time. Okay. Full disclosure, 3 listings up and they got a sale. Why? Really good listings, right? Because we're working with them. Really good. Great pictures, really good listings. So that when you looked at it, you could see, yes, new seller, but a new seller who was taking a lot of care and was very, very professional in the way they were presenting. Great pictures, great titles, great 3 listings and 1 sold. Okay. And it was a Christmas stocking. Okay. So again, it's not a numbers game. It's quality of listing, but you do want to go, okay, how many listings do you have up? So let's say you're a newer seller. Maybe you're not like the seller I was working with, and perhaps you have 5 or 10 listings up and you're not getting any sales and you're frustrated. And I didn't know if that was that seller's situation. So let's address new sellers with only a handful of listings up and you're not getting sales. 1, what are your prices? Okay. And I'm going to use Carhartt as an example because it's a great coat. I went down to the eBay New York City office today because I run the seller meetup circle for the greater metro New York City area. We have an in-person meeting tomorrow at the eBay NYC office. Thank you, eBay NYC, for letting us use a meeting room there. And on the way down, I saw this really cool guy. I was noticing, this guy looks really cool. And he was wearing a Carhartt men's coat. black, really cool. So he had a knit black hat on. He had a Carhartt black, like quilted work jacket on, black jeans, black. So all black, which is very New York, right? I'm in all black right now. And I went, and I hadn't thought about Carhartt for a while because it's really a great, great brand. The few times I've been blessed to get Carhartts at thrift stores or whatever, they always sell. I mean, it's just a great brand. And I'm thinking this time of year, because a lot of them have really nice flannel linings and can really be nice and warm. So I wanted to take a look at Carhartt. So let's say I put up a Carhartt jacket, right? And let's say I think, oh, Carhartt really sells because I've been listening to people. Perhaps there's YouTubes about what a great brand it is, but it is a great brand. So let's pull this up. So I looked up Carhartt on eBay, Carhartt jackets. It was a very general search, okay? But let me take a look. First thing is, so let's say we're a newer seller. There's 54,000 Carhartt jackets, which tells me I have a lot of competition. So yes, this is a great category. Yes, these are great items, but I also have a lot of competition. So then you go through and the prices are all over the map, okay? Because it's going to depend on whether it's vintage, modern, new with tags, color, condition. Is it jean? Is it zip up? There's a lot of factors with the Carhartt. So that's my first question to my new seller that's putting up a Carhartt jacket is find similar jackets to yours. You cannot price against all of Carhartt. And sometimes when you're listing, eBay will suggest a price. The dilemma with that is you do not know how tight a parameter they're looking at. Are they looking at all of Carhartt, all Carhartt used, all Carhartt used in your size range? It's not always clear. And you want to compare apples to apples, oranges to oranges. So if you've got your Carhartt, let's say it's been up for a couple of weeks, you're not getting any action, go and look at, you want the same color, the same condition, the same size, and look at what the prices are. If you have one that's very similar and the other seller is very experienced and has a ton of feedback, yours is going to need to be less money. So look at absolute matches for what you're selling and look at your price. And the people that tell you to price high, that's lovely. But when you're comparing apples to apples, oranges to oranges, and you're a brand new seller, you're going to want to price competitively. Okay. So that's if I haven't gotten any sales for 5 days. I have some stuff that I really think should sell, like a Carhartt. Go and take a look and compare. Okay. Scenario number 2. I'm a very experienced seller. I've got a decent amount of listings up, maybe a couple hundred, maybe 1,000. And I haven't had any sales for a couple of days. Let's just say a couple of days. Okay, you're experienced. But even then, the thing with eBay is there's a lot of experience. Like looking at the Carhartt, there's 54,000 listings. With that amount of listings, there's other really experienced sellers. And what can happen is that you do a listing and literally a day or two later, somebody can come in with something very, very similar and undercut you. So what can help is you could do something like save searches. So again, I'm going to go back to Carhartt. So if you have something, and let's say you have, because some of the Carhartts go for a couple $100. So let's say I've got a Carhartt jacket. So then what I can do is I can search very specifically for mine. And I just want to show you this. And experienced sellers, I know you know this, so I'm just going over it. They've got these filters at the top. So it gives me an idea of what the popular searches are. Regular, big and tall, black, brown, blue, Carhartt, right, which I just did. Levi's jacket, coat, cotton, polyester. So perhaps the fabric content matters, right? And then I can go and check my listing and see if I've got that. But I would definitely do the Carhartt jacket. Oh, look at this. It's telling me medium, Carhartt jacket, Detroit. This is, by the way, if you type it in and then you sort of click it so you get a drop down, this shows you popular searches related to this. And today was the first time I've searched Carhartt in a really long time. So eBay doesn't have any stored data on my preference in Carhartt, okay? But take a look at that, my experienced sellers. And what you might want to do, I do this on some categories. If you've got a $200 Carhartt or a $250 Carhartt, I would type in all the specifics. So, blue, medium, quilted, whatever it is, and make sure the search is the condition that it is, new, used, or whatever. You might want to do new and used, because somebody could come in with a used. Let's say yours is brand new and you're at 260 and theirs is used, and they really do a drop down, which makes it much more attractive. And maybe you've got a little bit of wiggle room with your new that you could be competitive with something that's like new without tags. Okay. So whatever you want, you do, you fill in the Carhartt, navy, blue, the size, condition. You can do everything if you want, because that way you'll see everything that's listed for navy blue Carhartts that are medium. And save the search. If you don't know how to do this, this is like one of my favorite things. So we're going to go back to, let's just do Carhartt jacket medium. This works too, by the way, on mobile. See right here, this little heart next to the 5,900 results lets me know how much competition I have. Heart. Save this search. And then what will happen is when new ones are listed, you will get notified. You will get emails. It's very, very helpful. Again, I do this for items that are typically over $100. I'll do save searches for them. So that way I know when I've got competition coming on. Okay. So I have listings up and I've had no sales for 5 days. For my newer sellers, really make sure that when you're creating your listing that you are pricing competitively, and don't just look at like Carhartt jackets when you're pricing. You're going to want to look at the color, the size. You want to get as detailed as you possibly can. And then look at your competition. Make sure you're competitive. My experienced sellers, somebody can come in and undercut you. So doing something like a save search can really, really be helpful. And my third tip, if you're going for a long period with no sales, is be teachable. And this can be hard, right? Especially for us that we've been around the block a few times. But things change, okay? A keyword can become popular, like something, if it's a light floral, there's a keyword called cottagecore, and you can go look that up. It's used a lot. People search cottagecore. Now, 8 years ago, were they searching cottagecore? I don't think so. So again, trending keywords can change. So you want to keep an eye out for, is there a keyword that might be a very searchable keyword that I'm not using? Doing something like ChatGPT can be very helpful on that. And if you didn't know this on ChatGPT, because I work on this with my members, now I've got the paid version, but the free version is pretty good too. But paid version is more robust. It's also quicker. You can actually upload an image to ChatGPT and say, give me some keywords for this. Now, warning on using ChatGPT for keywords is take a look at what it's telling you, because ChatGPT can lie, and realize that ChatGPT is pulling data off the internet. So it's not looking at it. It's not like you and me, seller to seller, looking at it and thinking through different keywords. It's looking at the image you're giving it, and then it's searching the internet for things that are similar with pattern or style, and it's throwing keywords at you. They may be great, they may be awful. So look at it and make sure that it's really applicable. So for instance, there's an aesthetic called dark academia. And if it pulls up dark academia and you're going, I've never heard of this. What on earth is this? Then ask it, what is dark academia? It'll explain it to you. And then you look at it and you go, okay, is my thing dark academia or isn't it? But these aesthetic words like the whimsy goth, cottagecore, dark academia can be very helpful for getting views, particularly on things like clothing, home decor, to do that. Even my collectible sellers, because I had this happen with a really cool vintage, I think it was Swiss. No, it was Swedish cheese spreaders that looked like mice. They were really cute in a little block. And I'm going, this is really cool. This vintage mouse cheese spreader set, like nobody's got anything like it. But there was one that was similar, not exactly the same, but similar, and it was the same maker's mark on it. So I realized that they did like a couple different variations of it. I put mine up. I undercut the competitor. We were both experienced sellers. Mine sold in about 6 weeks, and theirs was still up. So even things that you think are a little unusual, might be unique, one of a kind, doing something like save search can be really, really helpful. Be willing to learn new keywords. Be willing to change. Be willing, if I'm not getting sales, to go and check my prices and check my keywords. In the item specifics, check the drop downs and make sure that I'm using things that are going to help me to stand out. Look at the tabs across the top if you're on the desktop and see the different things that eBay is suggesting and see if any of them are applicable. Some of them won't be. Yes, most of them are created by AI, but realize too, a lot of those are popular searches on eBay. So if it's a popular search, is there a way that I can lock into that, use that keyword, and get more views? Because I need to get the views to get the sales. Okay, so check your price, my new people. Make sure you're competitive. My experienced people, yes. Check your price, even if you think it's incredibly unique. Check your price. Save searches can really be helpful. ChatGPT for keywords. I've got great tips. They're free on my website about creating perfect listings. You're welcome to grab them. Let me just show them to you. So you're going to hop over to my website. I love to be selling. Grab them. You're welcome to message me through Facebook. You're welcome to message me through Instagram, wherever you find me. Please, if you've got questions on this, feel free to ask. I'm glad to help you. But take a look at this, eBay listings that sell, because it's got some of my best tips. I'm always looking for what is working now, what's going to help sellers now to get your sales. Because let me tell you, something is selling every second of every day. So let's make sure that it's your things that are part of those that are selling. So grab my free tips on creating perfect eBay listings. It'll definitely help you. Again, it's free. It's my gift to you. Thanks so much for watching. Whether you're watching on my Facebook business page, my YouTube channel, Kathy Terrill, I Love to Be Selling, or my podcast, Kathy Terrill, I Love to Be Selling. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a super week.